Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV304, it's the Tier 6 British SPG. It's located on the southwest spawn of Oyster Bay, and this one is under the command of TarheelRambler of the TNATN clan. Game on! 4.5-inch howitzer, capable of doing 450 alpha, 28mm of pen, and 2.2 meters on the burst radius. It's exactly the same howitzer that you might find in the BT-42 if you ever bought one of those. Yes, the little Finnish tank that's people have been playing recently. Okay, he's in position. Unfortunately, that rock does stick out quite a bit, but the good thing is that the FV304 can shoot up over rocks quite well. It is a short-range arty, so you do have to get fairly close to the enemy, but it's also very accurate. Now, that enemy tank is, well, almost outside range. The Scorpion G, I don't think he can actually get a shot on that guy. He's just too far away. He'd need to move a little bit closer. That might be preferable as well, but what he's doing by situating himself where he is so he can get shots on the enemy tanks that appear on the right side of the battlefield. Now he's decided to move over all the same. Remember, this area is where the enemy snipers, the tank destroyers, can sometimes spot the tanks. And, oh, I hope you're not going to go around that corner. That's deep water. Yes, you're not going round there. No, don't. People have tried and they've ended up drowning. So, not the best idea, but you can shoot from this rise here. The trouble is that you might get spotted by the enemy. Okay, well, he's moved over. Now, he's moving way closer than I would think is comfortable here. And now he's been rammed by one of his teammates. Yes, this is well closer than I would have expected, but TarheelRambler's trying something new. Okay, now he fires snap and gets a direct hit with his first shot. His reload is 10.96, the standard reload. Oh my gum! He's only fired one shot and he got a kill. He must have set light to the enemy Super Hellcat and it burned up. Now, he didn't see the explosion, but yes, it must have been that he got a direct hit and it burned up. That's the only explanation. So he's trying to get a shot on this Cromwell. Rounds out. Yeah, I keep going on that because you might get a direct hit on that Cromwell. And if so, hit on the roof could be deadly to him. So keep going. Fires in another one. Just narrowly misses him. The Cromwell doesn't know what to do because, of course, now he's facing the problem. If he stays there, he's likely to get hit by an arty. If he moves, he's likely to get hit by tanks. But he's now getting very close. And, oh, what happened here? Well, he's actually fired and he actually got so close to the enemy, or the enemy's so close to him, that the gun has gone up and, well, it's blocked by that rock. So now he does definitely need to pull back. Although these enemy tanks are now within range, so he's going to give the Burzer a go. Bit dangerous. Fires one in on the Burzer. Oh, that's a good. He got 192 from that one. He could kill him in the next round. He's still not at maximum range, but when he gets flat, that's when he can't shoot any further. Okay, the Burzer's just redeploying. He's finding a new firing position. But we've lost sight of him for the moment. So there's the target we can hit, the T-54 Mod 1, or first prototype. And there's the Burzer, he's back again. Yeah, sometimes I have actually said in the past, if you keep your aim on the spot where the enemy tank was last spotted, sometimes it suddenly appears where it was last seen. Now, TarheelRambler does suffer from Parkinson's, which is why the reticule's shaking a lot. But he's trying very hard to get shots on these guys. Waiting for the reload to go in. There's the Burzer again. He fires snap. And he gets a kill. So that's 2 kills. Going for the T-54 first prototype. The guy pulls back. Yes, this tank driver knows how to avoid Arty fire. You just need to pull back just a little bit to avoid the shell, but he's not going to be able to avoid that G-saw. It's a tier 8 game with tier 6 tanks in it. Problem with the T-54, although it's a strong tank, it's also very vulnerable to the 120mm rounds that are coming out the G-saw. And yes, they can be unforgiving if you get 4 shots from that. One shot would probably be enough to take that guy down. But you can see that TarheelRambler is definitely trying to get shots on this guy. Rounds out. Can he get another hit? He's getting close, but he just can't get damage. It's a 2.2 meter burst radius. I'll show that again. There we go, 2.22. And the T-54 first prototype goes down to the G-saw in the end. That was the 105mm gun, the G-saw. I thought that was the G-saw 1008. But in actual fact, it's the 1010. Okay, well, the enemy still have 6 tanks, but you'll notice that TarheelRambler's, he's showing no fear whatsoever. He's getting really close to the enemy to do damage to them, and so he doesn't miss out on any further kills. There's only 3 enemy left. 2 of those are down in the south, and 1 near the cap area, and he runs into that wreck. Sometimes in your haste to get to the enemy, you do happen to make questionable driving decisions, but he's doing well in this game so far. It looks to me, the fact that that bar is showing full there is that the Hummel drowned himself rather than actually dying in battle. And now we've got a target, so Tiger 1. Now, he could probably shoot over the top, but he's actually decided to go into the cap, which is a good thing to do. Oh, the Tiger's actually in sight, so he could have actually just backed up a little. And if he'd done that, then he might have been able to get shots on the guy. But the Tiger's gone, and that means there's only one left. It's the VK3601H. We don't know where he is at the moment. He could appear out of nowhere, but we are capping now with 2 in the cap. Yes, you can see that Hummel still got full health. You see, it's showing in the bar, whereas the GW Tiger P actually has exhausted all his hit points, so he died normally. Only 7 seconds left, and that's the end of the game. And that's it. They capped out to win. Here's the end of battle stats. That was the second class tanker for TarheelRambler in the FV304. He did get an arsonist because he set light to an enemy tank, which then burned to death. That was the Super Hellcat. And then it died as a result. So it must have been a fantastic shot. And the guy didn't have a fire extinguisher, so he wasn't able to put the fire out. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. His win rate from that game, 2,228, which is very good. So let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, we can see that the highest damage in the game actually went to the G-saw 1010 with 2,608 hit points. That was a high caliber. It was 20% of the enemy hit pool. Second highest was Udas 03 with 2,502, and the third highest damage was the T-54 Mob 1 on the enemy team, 1,981. Their VK didn't get any damage whatsoever or any kills, but he managed to survive by hiding. So he wins the hide and seek, which is a consolation prize. No, he won't get anything, but it is funny nonetheless. The OI got a Spartan and a steel wall, and of course TarheelRambler got 1,045 hit points of damage, which is actually very good because although there were 2 players on the enemy team who scored above him and 3 on his own, it puts him in 6th place when it comes to damage. When it came to kills, though, he's actually in 2nd place because the G-saw managed 4 kills and TarheelRambler was the next highest with 2 kills. Only 4 players on the enemy team actually managed to get kills at all in that game, so pretty appalling their team standards. But yes, TarheelRambler did very well to get 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, the Challenger managed the highest with 906, the G-Saw managed 876, and in third place we can see it was the Udis 03 with 652, with TarheelRambler getting 588. He only fired 13 rounds in the game, got way closer to the enemy than I would have felt comfortable, but he got 2 direct hits on the enemy, and one of those was a penetration, and I suspect that that penetrating shot was the Super Hellcat, and as a result, that's the fire. 800 hit points from just one shell, his first shell, which went right through the target and set light to the guy. That must have been a pretty annoying to the Super Hellcat, to say the least. Especially if he didn't have a fire extinguisher and he was thinking, damn, I should have had one. He also got 8 splashes, 1,045 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. 2 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, 56 capture points whilst he was in the cab. On a premium count, he actually made 32,158 credits from that game. And he also took away 6,174 experience points because it was a ×5 day. And he did get a reward for completing a mission. So yes, he's got the title Fire Starter, although he didn't spell it right. But yes, that was pretty good. A first shot sets light to an enemy tank and it burns to death. What a game. Anyway, that's really good going. A little too close to the enemy though, Tarheel. You're taking huge risks getting that close. Mind you, you might meet the enemy face to face and then you'll get to know how good the FV304 can be doing when it's doing shotguns. So that's the end of the first mission. Let's have a look at the second game. In the second replay, the commander is now a fingernail clipping and he's got a 3 marked FV304 to play with.
Time to roll out.
Game on. Well, it's slightly faster than some of the other tanks around, 72.6 kilometers an hour. That's mainly down to the fact that it's very, very lightweight. It was only 22.7 tons. So, 22.7 tons. So it was fast. It was one of the FV vehicles that was designed to actually be kind of standardized. Now he's aiming for the road running up to the top of the cliff, to the lighthouse, because there's nearly always somebody on the enemy team thinks that they can outsmart us and get up to the top of the hill. And so I always like to remind them, no, they don't outsmart us. Rounds out. Lovely shot. That's a penetrating round. The type is now a 1-shot for anybody who wants to hit him. And I think we're going to try and do the same again. Rounds out. And that's a kill. So 2 shots to kill an enemy tank. Well, TarheelRambler's got that beat because he only played 1 shot to kill an enemy tank. But this was a particularly good one. Both shots nicely aimed at the tank that was in full sight of everyone. And he still did fall victim. Rounds out the AMX. That's the AMX 5100, which is the French heavy tank with a dietary problem. It's more like a medium with very poor armor. Rounds out. Blind shot there. Yes, I think most players who get the AMX 5100 see it as a bit of a mistake, and they think that the AMX 5120 is so much better because of the gun and of course the fact that it does actually have some armor. But yes, the AMX is not a very good tank. Now he did notice that there's one enemy tank, a Progetto 46, who's managed to make his way over right to the edge of the hill there. And the problem with that is if he was to get to the edge, he might spy where we are and give the enemy a free shot on us. He wasn't able to get a shot on the Progetto as he backed up, but he might be able to get a shot on this AMX 1357 as he comes up the rise. Oh, look, there's the Progetto. He fires the round in and he hits the AMX 1357 instead. Now, he wants that guy as his next target. Again, that guy's managed to make it over to a very difficult position for our guys because our guys are up at the center line, are now facing shots from that AMX 1357. So they're doing their best to try and hit him as well. So here we go. Before Fingernail can get a shot on target, it's out. But that Progetto is still being a blaming nuisance. So he's going to try and put a round into him, and he does. 113. Unfortunately, our SU-8 just got hit by the enemy Arty. There's 2 Artys on either team. We're the other one. But the SU-8's been badly damaged by a counter battery. He's changing position now. Now, he could easily get taken out by that Progetto. So we need to get around on him. Oh, just in front of him. But he's going to have to move now because he is a one-shot. And Fingernail will make sure of that guy if he doesn't get hit by the others. And I think the others want to take him out. He's very low on hit points. But it means now that Fingernail Clipping can come out from his hiding place, mainly down to the fact that he's not going to get spotted. Okay, so he's got an AMX AC-48. Now he can hit this guy, try and hit that little bulbous cupola right at the back of the machine gun turret. That is the easiest thing to pen. And he does. He gets a hit. Oh, you can see where it landed, right next door to the cupola. Rounds out again. The guy just took a bit of damage, and he gets another hit. Oh, it's showing a hole, but it isn't actually penetrated. But it's a very bad hit. Rounds out again, just misses. And now we're looking at an enemy tank who's actually managed to get up onto the donuts, and we're putting rounds into him. Meanwhile, that AC-48, well, he's hiding on that corner. Okay, this is getting difficult because we're now down by 5 on the enemy. Our teammates have been a little, how should we say, careless. And he can't get a shot on that AC-48. It's only a limited shot. He's trying to do, he's teasing the line over the target to see if he can get any sort of hit at all. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to. Things are not looking good. We've got an M4A3E2, the Sherman Jumbo, and he might cover for that Striv 74, 40 TP and a Black Prince who are coming round the hill. Plus, we've got a couple of snipers up in the nest, so they might be able to get hits. But we're now in a kind of dangerous situation because we've got the Jagdpanther covering the Western Pass. We've still got that AMX 5100 above us, say the heavy tank with weight issues. And the Black Prince has suddenly appeared. Now, he is within range, but it's a fair distance away. Now, he should be able to get out of range of us if we... yeah, so you see, he just drives backwards a little bit and he can avoid the shell. So we're going to give it another go. If he gets any warning that the shell's coming in, you see, he's going to just back up. We're looking at the map now, and that AMX 5100, well, 2 enemy Artys have just taken out our Jagdpanther. Now we've got nobody behind us, covering us. The SU-8 got killed as well. And now he's trying to get shots on this Black Prince, but any time the enemy might actually come around the corner. He's got a rock behind him, but it's going to be difficult. He does get a hit. Gets something on the Black Prince. But the Challenger is getting very, very close, and he's going to auto-detect when he does get within range. He's just been hit by the Shrek, and the Shrek takes him out, but did we get spotted? No, we didn't. But now the FV304 on the enemy team has suddenly appeared, and he's going for our cap area. I don't think he saw it. Now he saw us. Okay, he does know we're here now. We're lining up a shot. He goes down to the Shrek. It's only us and the Shrek left, and I don't think the Shrek's going to last very long. Once he's gone, we've lost our spotter. And there's the spotter gone, and now we know where the enemy is. He just backed up to see where the fat medium is. The AMX 5100. Yes, I know it's a heavy tank, but it is basically like a fat medium. Okay, he can't fire over the rock, which means now that that guy is going to get a kill. We just need to get something. Well, he does get something, and he tries to ram. He's taking hits, and that's it. It's all over. The kill shot goes to the Striv, who actually fired it down into us from behind. Yeah. Well, weak armor. That's why it has high speed. And that is the end of the game. Well, despite that game being a loss, it was still a first-class tanker for a fingernail clipping in the FV304. He put up a valiant defense, and he was the last of his team left alive at the end. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And his win rate for that game was 5,386, which is super Unicum standard. So he did not let the side down. I'm afraid his teammates did, because they all died and left him all alone fighting on his own. And at least he got some hit points right at the end by firing at that AMX 5100 and pumping at least, well, 1 round into the guy, but he actually got more damage on that guy from earlier in the game. So let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage. That went to the Shrek. He got the high caliber for 3,043 hit points of damage. So he was fighting hard. Second highest damage was the Progetto 46 on the enemy team. He got 2,781. And in third place, it's the AMX 5100. Yes, the fat one. He got 2,622 hit points, just beating Fingernail, who managed 2,543. So you can see these were definitely the players who are working very hard in this game. When it came to kills, we can see the highest number went to the MX 5100. He got 5 kills, so he must have been very annoyed that that Strib 74 killed Fingernail right at the end, because he was on for a Top Gun and he missed out because the Strib wanted to end the game by shooting down on Fingernail. So yes, I think that MX 5100 driver is probably going to be a bit annoyed with his teammate there. 3 kills went to the Shrek, and 2 kills went to a VK101P on his own team. And on the enemy team, their Challenger and SU8 managed to get 2 kills. I'm afraid Fingernail only got the 1 kill out of the game, but he did fight valiantly. When it came to base XP, he's got the highest base on his team, but the highest in the game is the Progetto 46. 1,085 went to him. 1,081 went to the MX 5100. And in third place, it was their Black Prince. And he managed to get a steel wall and 737 hit points, basic experience points, rather, I should say. And Fingernail got 495, yes, just beating the Shrek in that game. The Shrek, by the way, yes, he got the high caliber and we got the Gauze. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 24 rounds, so he still had plenty of ammo left. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, and 15 splash. Let's have a look and see which ones he penetrated. Well, Type 64. Yes, he got him with 1 penetrating shot as he was going up the hill. The first shot was the penetrating one. The second one finished him off. The second one he penetrated wasn't the AMX 1357 or the Progetto for that matter, or the AMX AC 48. So which one was it that he actually did penetrate? Very unusual, because it's the Black Prince. He did get a penetrating shot on that Black Prince whilst he was still firing over onto the coast. So one of those shots did go through the guy. So going back through the rest of the detail, 2,543 hit points of damage, of which 1,677 were at more than 300 meters. 1 enemy hit received, 1 penetrating shot. That was from the Strib 74. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 kill. The enemy vehicle spotted, by the way, was the enemy FV304, but it wasn't him who killed it. It was the Shrek. And on a free-to-play account, he actually made 61,427 credits profit. He not only got a mission completion of 40,000, he also got the Courageous Resistance Award for getting an epic medal in a losing or drawn game. And he picked up an extra 3,510 credits out of that one. So 61,427 credits. And picked up 787 XP as well, including another Courageous Resistance Award. So 2 different games. You can see the in the first one, TarheelRambler, he could have, I think he might have been able to get a bit more damage right at the end while he was slitting the cap. He could have shot at that Tiger if he just backed up a little. I think he could have turned to the enemy then. But he fought exceedingly well, very close to the enemy, and got 2 kills out of it. And then in the second game, Fingernail Clipping only got the 1 kill, but he got a huge amount of damage on the enemy. And he was one of the 4 instrumental players in that game. And even though it was a defeat, he went down fighting. Hope you enjoyed both those replays. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.